Hello, welcome to our program Open Your Eyes. My name is Casey Adams with Top Africa Radio Hamburg. On our program today, we'll be talking to Mr. Rau Anthony. He's an international human rights activist and a politician. Mr. Rau, welcome to our
Thank you.
program.
Thank you.
Mr. Rau, as a social crusader and a politician in Germany, you are reputed to have contested election here in Germany for the first time, and a lot of our audience would like to know. Please explain to our audience whom Rau is and what he's been doing with his activism and social interests.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Rao is a born Ghanaian, naturalized as a German, 1995. I came here as a political asylum seeker, and through that, I had a lot of confrontation with the German police and the German authorities concerning discrimination and human rights abuse. So I tried to learn the German language and use the German language to fight with the law.
That's right. There was this report of an African who was about to be deported. It was very common news some time ago, and before then, a lot of people did not know you, but you came into that case and was able to help this guy without even a lawyer getting involved. Can you explain to us if that incident was true and actually what did you do? How did you do it to be able to intercede and help this immigrant out?
Oh yeah, that's true. Somewhere in 1996, he was called Joel Boateng. Joel Boateng is also a fellow Ghanaian, and he came to my office and reported to me that the German police those days tried to threat his life with a gun.
Okay.
And we took the case up, and then we brought the case to the state attorney, and those police were suspended and investigation was done. He was threatened again by some other police people, and he ran away from his life. So he left the issue and went back to Ghana.
Okay, the guy left and went back to Ghana.
Yes, he left back to Ghana. And, well, the case was not cancelled.
It was not cancelled.
But he left back to Ghana because he was afraid of his life.
Okay, who are the people that threaten him? Is it from the direct police involved or is it from ordinary citizens?
It was the German police.
Okay.
German police those days, they were threatening to kill him. And those days, somewhere 80s, 90s, I myself was also a victim.
Okay.
The racism in the German police was very, very big.
Can you say authoritatively that the activism you have embarked, social activism you have embarked upon for some time has helped in any way to open these doors for change?
Yes, for sure. I mean, I'm very, very happy to be part of this discrimination law which has been changed.
Right.
A lot of laws have been changed into our favor. Like now, over years now, if a foreigner come to born a child here, especially our women, and that woman or that immigrant doesn't have a staying permit, they will deport the person. But nowadays, no.
It has changed.
It has changed. They are allowed to stay if the child is a German or the part of the family is having a staying permit. And that, it doesn't matter whether you are illegal here or not.
You'll be given
the staying permit. So, I mean, our activities have changed a lot.
Has changed a lot. It was also, like I said earlier in my introduction, you've been reputed as not only involved into political activism, you have metaphors your struggle into trying to be a voice, to go for elective office. Tell us a little bit about if it was true that you contested and on which platform.
Oh yes, it is true. I mean, year 2000, I left the organization of the human rights as a leader, and then went into the politics because my to my opinion, we know our problems better than the German themselves. Yeah. So I built a political party with some Germans, a German judge, and we won in Hamburg. We joined together with we made a joint party with the CDU, and I was able to climb up, and I was one of the top executive member of the party.
Of the party, right.
So we were in parliament, and we were delegating the MPs,
okay.
Our MPs to do the right thing. But later I found out that our leader, the leader of our party, was a cocaine dealer, and he wanted also for me to sign for our program that foreigners should be deported to South Africa, no man's land, and I denied, said no. I myself, I was a political azul seeker, and I'm a foreigner, so I cannot do that.
You cannot do that. There was a lot of criticism on your side at that period. So many Africans believe your encroachment into politics was good, but a lot believe you went on the wrong side. Like the party you choose, there's no way it could have, culminated into some sort of relevancy, because the party is still a new party, and while in Germany there is this two political parties, SPD and the CDU, that is very, very common. So a lot of people thought that you had chosen this other two parties than forming a new party. Is there anything you did then you could do right now if given the opportunity?
And no, I mean, with the SPD and the Green Party, if you are not in the politics, or if you don't have the experience yourself, you think they may be the best parties in this country, but they are all the same.
Okay, and why so?
Yes, because you see, the SPD and the Green, they did a tricky thing. They married, or they became a boy and a girlfriend to the black community.
Yeah.
Right. So they were not only as a partner with the black community in a private way, but they were trying to learn our culture, trying to learn our tricks.
Okay.
How we come here and how we do our visa issues, how we work and how we are illegal here and so on and so on. So I was not happy with the ideas they were using. So immediately the SPD came to power in Hamburg. The interior minister was called Rocklage, and the foreign ministry, Mr. Ralph Bonhoeffer. Immediately SPD came to power.
Yeah.
They started deporting foreigners.
Okay.
Because they knew a lot about our tricks.
Yeah.
Right. And they all of a sudden, those who were together with especially Gambians, Ghanaians, Nigerians, Sierra Leone, they realized that most of their partners were police people. Right. But they didn't bring it outside. I was inside as a politician. I knew.
Yeah.
So I said, no, I'm not going to join such a party. I will create my new party, and I will bring the new ideas to defend our people. So that is the reason why I never joined the SPD or CDU or the Green Party. And believe me, so you see, it is wrong even to support the ideas of the black people who are now at the central station from Italy.
We'll be coming to that.
All right.
Looking at the life of Africans in Germany, the life of our people, it doesn't matter whether it's Ghana, Nigeria, the black people. Do you think Africans are doing well in terms of social interaction?
No. In fact, they are not doing enough. They are trying, I would say, but they are not doing enough. Due to my experiences, the African people here, they have isolated themselves from we, the leaders, who have been in the system before, to teach them, right? They are not interested in the politics. They are most of the time interested building houses in Africa, making money quick. And I used to hear from other Africans, no matter where you come from, they say, oh, no black man, have you ever seen a black man over 80 years living in this country? You see, that mentality, having it in your mind, living here, it will never even bring you forward.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help us anywhere, and most of our people are really handicapped. Handicapped in the sense that if they learn the language, they don't speak the language at home. If they learn the language, they don't use the language in the public, right?
Mm-hmm.
They know how to speak the language, but they still go and seek for interpreter.
Yeah.
So the Germans have seen that we are not forceful, and they always try excusing us.
Yeah.
They don't give us the all right. Maybe me, Anthony Rau, will get to the other fellow Africans. So we are not doing well. We can only do well if we start joining the political activities.
That's right. As part of what we are talking, from my own vantage position, I know too well there is a shortfall in African communities in terms of leadership, in terms of fellowship. The leaders, in one way, most of the people who are well positioned, who are supposed to have used the qualities of leadership in them to change some of this I'm talking of the community leaders. Do you think this set of community leaders has what it takes to bring Africans together on a certain direction that will awaken the consciousness of the social and political life? The leaders, mainly in Ghana, your own community where you come from, the youth leaders there, they are the right leaders, because I have seen over the time people have been writing, talking. A lot of people have come to my program. These are some of the leaders who are in position of leading their people. But when you look at them, I suspect that many of them doesn't have the requisite, what it takes to move this the spirit of the life of Africans forward, well integrated into the system. Do you think that area is area of concern, or do you think the leaders are good, but the problem are from the followers?
No, it's not that I'm always saying no. It's the feeling I have and the practice I myself experienced. As long as the churches are existing in Germany,
Right.
the African churches, and they are creating more churches here in Germany, our community leaders are not going to do anything for us, because they are corrupted by the churches. Our community leaders are corrupt by the churches.
Yeah.
Me, Rao, no one can convince me with God if I see that someone has the right to get the staying permit or resident permit, and I have to use the law or demonstration for the right of the people, for my own right. I will do that. Why am I saying that we are corrupt? I mean, the leaders, community leaders are corrupt from the churches, is that immediately they find out, or people come to seek help.
Mm-hmm.
Our community people come to seek help. They started with Bible. It will not help. Come to church and pray. You have to come and pay this and that for me to pray you. If you don't come to church, what you are going to do is a sin. Tell Mr. Rao not to do that. If you go too harsh on the officials.
So you mean the pastors are not helping matters?
The pastors are rather spoiling the mentality of the African people.
Okay.
To fight for their rights.
To fight for their rights.
Because the law is saying, for example, the foreign law, paragraph 25, paragraph 25, article 4, is saying you can come here illegal. You are allowed to enter the country illegal, but you have to go and report yourself. And it is not necessary to seek for political asylum, but you can go and say, oh, you are seeking for humanitarian grounds. You are hungry. You don't have a place to stay. It's not that somebody wants to kill you, but you are hungry in your country. You cannot eat. Or women especially, they cut their, I don't know the right name for it, in their vagina. all these things, you don't need to seek a political asylum. You can use this paragraph 25(4) to seek for your right. No. People got the encouragement to come to us or to me. Some community leaders. Immediately that person go back to church. The pastors, because they want to make money from the people, they are stealing from the people pocket with wrong advices.
Wrong information and advices.
They will say, no, don't go.
What are the community leaders? I want us to separate this. A church leader can be a community leader, but there are people who are reposed, who has this whole responsibility. We have so many, my question is this: do you think this fragmentation of communities will serve the purpose of unity, that Africans who are regarded as just Africans by the host countries, will this serve this fragmentation of these unions here and there, without any strong one to form a quorum to move issues that are bothering our people? What is your advice on African communities?
My advice to the African community is that they should learn, the leaders should learn the language. The community leaders should learn the German language. And not only the language. They should accept that they are living in Germany and the German law is the one going against them and protecting them at the same time. They should respect the law, right? And they should learn the law. This
to understand their left and right.
To understand the law. The law is not only made for lawyers. Anyone like me, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm an international human rights activist. I'm a politician. You can go to library, buy the law books. All law books in Germany, you can go to library and buy it. And nowadays, even it's simple. You can get it in internet. The community leaders should read the laws. And if the people, our people, come to us, they should let them know, look, your problem, you have the chance, you don't have the chance. And if they don't know anything or they don't have any idea, they should not try to do our people favor. They should bring those people to a specialist who is a lawyer to defend them. This is the only way which we can use to help our people. Other than that, it will not help anywhere when we are always going to funeral, making parties, but we are not trying to organize ourselves to make a demonstration. In a democratic country, you can achieve a lot with demonstration. Martin Luther King, he said, I had a dream. And a lot of people follow him.
So what would be your advice to the pastors? What do you want them to do specifically to help?
The pastors should stop.
The
pastors should stop. They should stop saying God is over everything, which is not true.
It's not.
God is somewhere. God is there to help, but you have to push yourself. That's why the pastor should stop problems which doesn't belong to the church. They should give it up or advise the people to go to lawyers or to come to people like me. Go to community leaders who understand the law.
Okay, Mr. Rau, I'm afraid we are running out of time. It's been always a pleasure to have you here in our studio. But before we go, there is an increase in death rates for Ghanaians here in Germany.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You heard? Or
yes.
You're not aware of it?
No, I heard about it.
Thank you, Mr. Rau.
Thank you too. You're welcome.